But first, developments in the last hour. Sky in Italy are reporting Manchester City are close to appointing Enzo Maresca as their new head coach. So let's go live to our chief correspondent, Kaveh Solokol, who's live in Boston for us. Now, Kaveh, we have been expecting this appointment, but why is it taking so long to get this over the line?
Good question. A lot of people will be thinking Enzo Maresca is a free agent. Why has it dragged on? He left Chelsea right at the start of the year. Surely it should be pretty simple to appoint him as a new Manchester City manager. But what you have to remember is that he still has contractual obligations to Chelsea. Because when he left Chelsea, I think it was announced on New Year's Day, he actually walked out on his contract, and that contract still had 3.5 years to run. And also, Chelsea believed that he was approached in the autumn about the possibility of taking over from Pep Guardiola this summer. So I think Chelsea's thinking has been he has contractual obligations to us. We are not just going to rip up his contract and let him become the Manchester City head coach. We have to defend the interests of Chelsea. We have to stick to the letter of his contract, and we have to make sure that we are represented and looked after in these negotiations. That is why I think for a few weeks talks have been ongoing behind the scenes between the two clubs and their lawyers as well to try and come up with a compromise agreement. And our colleagues at Sky Italy this afternoon reporting that that compromise has been verbally agreed. And that will mean that Manchester City will have to pay Chelsea 20 million euros, which is just over 17 million pounds, so that they can appoint Enzo Maresca as their head coach. And we're now expecting that to happen very, very quickly. Now, what kind of head coach will Enzo Maresca be at Manchester City? What kind of coach are City getting? Well, he's somebody they know very, very well because he worked under Pep Guardiola. He was one of Guardiola's coaches when City won the treble. Everybody knows what kind of football he plays. City obviously feel that that is closely aligned to the way they want to play going forward. He did leave Chelsea under a cloud. There were problems behind the scenes with his relationships with key people at the club. But you have to say, overall, he did a pretty good job at Chelsea, even though some of the Chelsea fans didn't really take to him or his style of football. He got Chelsea back in the Champions League, he won the Conference League, and he won the Club World Cup here in the US last summer.
OK, well, we might get some movement on that in the next few hours.